So I know I have at least one transition. I'm gonna fish that.
Oh, that was it. Hooked up. Hooked up. I don't know with what. Oh, decent sized little fish. Oh. Alright. Don't sue me, Matthew McConaughey. You can still see him under the ice right there. He's doing okay. He's just swimming slow. I had him out of the water longer than I wanted to. That was my own fault. I wasn't prepared. My pliers were still in the bag. Now they're in my pocket. I don't like to abuse the resource. And me not being prepared just caused him to be out of the water longer than I wanted him to. And so for that, I apologize. But I'm prepared now. So as I've tried to say at least 25 times now, is Round a River YouTube user gave me some good feedback. Said that I should think about my shots. And good grief. I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. It's a little bit better fish, or maybe he's just fighting a little harder. He's a little bigger. Okay. This is another one of those same kind of cutthroat. And I'm telling you, all trout are slippery. These are the first cutthroat I've ever caught. I should say that. These are the first cutthroat I've ever caught. These are crazy slippery. It's literally all I could do to hold on to it. I've actually got he's bleeding a little bit, but it's just from the hook. Go down. I actually had my fingers resting on teeth on purpose just so I can hold on to it, because I don't want him to. I mean, fish are tough, but still doesn't mean that he should be flopping around on the ice and all that if I can avoid it. So that's my job. That's not his problem. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to stop fishing for a second, because every time I drop down, I can't say this because I want to give a shout out to one of the people who gave me a suggestion. Round a River told me that they want to see some shots looking this way, not just down at the fish. Said I'm missing some good views of the fish because of that. There was another suggestion right behind it. It was just today. Who it is, I can't remember, but I'll put a name up in this video when I make it. Anyway, both of them suggested the same thing, so that's what I'm trying to do. That's why this shot from my chest here has the other camera in it, and I'm sorry you have to look at that. I don't know how else to do it. I have a couple of GoPros. That's what I have to film with, so I probably could do different angles and stuff like that, but as you can see, I'm on the fish. I don't have a ton of time to fish, so my main focus right now is fishing, and I hope you can bear with me. Anyway, I got to get more bait on this thing, because I want more of those. Show you what I got going on here. Look, I'm not being shy with the worms, right? And also, I will do some editing in between these, but those last shots of me trying to get the name out, that was not edited. That was back to back to back fish. The only reason why I stopped the camera is to make markers for myself, so when I come back to edit, I don't have to look through 20 minutes of film. So any stops that you notice in there, it's just where I stopped the camera for a minute to make myself a mark so that editing's easier. As far as bait, I mean, look at this. I'm using a ball of night crawler. This is like catfish material here. But these trout, that's what they're wanting. That's what they're hitting on. I have a night crawler sitting over there, being completely still, hasn't went off. This one, the only difference, same amount of bait, same look to it. The difference is this spoon. So today, the spoon is what they're hitting on. They don't care about the drop jigs. So, without further ado, back in the water. I haven't even got my chair out, which is great. Not complaining. I mean, I'm just glad to be able to fish. The fact that I've actually caught some fish, well, that's just icing on the cake, huh? The heck was that? Maybe I don't have enough dangly bits, and so I'm going to reel it up and see. Yeah, see? There's the problem. I don't have any dangly bits. I'm sure there's a more technical term than dangly bits. Dangly bits is what I'm going to use. Trout like dangly bits. Yes, you will lose some of it to bluegill and stuff like that, because they will come up and nibble that off. Trout like dangly bits. I don't know what to tell you. Trout's what's biting here tonight. I'm going to target the trout. I ain't afraid to lose a couple of worms to other fish, but trout like dangly bits. Do some bottom banging. I don't know if you all can hear all the noises around here, but not gonna lie, it's kind of freaking me out. Sounds like what movie is that from? The Purge. Sounds like the Purge horn going off. And I don't like it. This water is white. I don't know what's up with that. Hooked up with a nice perch. Nice looking perch. Pretty. Arguably prettier than the ones we get in Cheyenne. Alright, so these guys are hardier. I am not as worried about him being out of the water for a minute. I mean, I'm not going to leave him out long. They also have sharp things. What? What is going on? There we go. Nice hook set right through the lip. Double trebled him. Let's see how long he is. Just out of curiosity. Like my super fancy bump board. About 9 inches, 9.5. Alright, I'm back in the water. Different hole though. So that perch bite happened because of bottom bouncing. I'm not completely sure what that does to the fish, except that it drives your perch, walleye, which perch is in the walleye family, it drives them batty, banging on the bottom. You don't just keep doing it, but you bang on the bottom a few times and get their attention. And then I like to, I mean, I'm sure that you probably, there's people who are successful doing that, but Then I like to bring it up and jig it like you would run like a drop jig or something off the bottom after banging it a little bit. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some good science behind it.
Two of them didn't believe in evolution.
You know, the good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it. You see, that's the. I'm just saying.
That's very good. But
That I'm not aware of, but I know it's an effective tactic for perch, and it'll also catch you a perch as well. When you're fishing new water you don't know, step one, go with what you do know, which is presentation and baits, and look at your bank and what's coming in. Step two, fish a hole a minute. Doesn't work, move somewhere else. I have, I think, 6, maybe 7 holes in the ice. And when one of them isn't doing anything, I just move to another one. Different depths, different places. But all within a circle of, I don't know, 30 feet, 40 feet. I'm just moving from hole to hole. This just got a little nibble. Just moving from hole to hole. This one doesn't go to the next one, and I'll come back to this one in a minute. Maybe the fish down there just need a break, you know? Maybe they're tired, they've had a long day. Pandemic Zoom meetings. You know, whatever. Whatever fish do down there. I don't know, if I ever get me an underwater camera, I'll be able to tell a little bit more what they do down there. But, meantime, don't be afraid to move. Like I'm doing now. Oh, also, occasionally you have to re-kick a hole, because it is cold out here. I don't know how cold it is, but it's chilly. Starting to feel it through my Kamek boots, and that takes quite a bit. This hole is about 7 foot. You'll also notice I'm not running my sonar today. I used it to measure depth and look at what's on the bottom. But every moment I spend moving that thing around is a moment that I'm not fishing. Alright, that's a little fish, a little trout. Just want its head to come up. There we go. Nice. Nice. That one's got a little weight behind him. It's definitely a cutthroat because you can't hardly hold on to him. Actually, I'm not sure if he is or not. Come on, open your mouth, bud. Treble hooks are great for hooking up with a fish. They're harder to take out for sure. That was a little thicker. This is not a cutthroat. This is just a rainbow. Oh boy. He is nowhere near as slippery as the cutthroat, but beautiful fish nonetheless. Oh gosh, I missed the hole. Sorry, bud. There you go. There you go. He's down and away. Alright, that's bottom. I'm getting a dip. There's a fish on. He was following me up the column. It's another trout. Oh. Yeah, this doesn't look like a normal rainbow trout. I'm not that good. I'll just be honest. Not that good at telling all the different kinds. Wyoming has a bunch of trout species. This is a cutthroat of some kind. See that little mark under his under his face there. So I'm going to cut through it. Again, I need to be better at it. I don't know. It's trout, and it's a cutthroat of some variety, and he has sharp little teeth. And now he's free. You can see the sun's almost gone. I've got time for a couple more drops, and then I'm going to call it a day. Gorgeous sunset. Look at this. I mean, I'm sure this camera doesn't capture it, what I see with my eyes, but Cody, Wyoming is a beautiful place. Alright YouTube, it's been an awesome day fishing in Cody. It's getting kind of dark. I got a bunch of gear to put up, so I'm going to do that, stop fishing. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, alert, do whatever. Other than that, thanks for watching. Be safe out there. Come on, Geronimo. It's dark. And you're heavy. Get up the hill. I would have named my sled something else. I wanted to name him Timmy, but somebody already has Timmy. I wonder who that could be. Put in the comments below if you know who.